Hello and welcome to my instance video series. Are you prepared? Today I will summarize the Blackfathom Deeps, or BFD for short. This is easily confused with BRD, which is Blackrock Depths, and a level 60 instance. So make sure that you spell this correctly in chat. The minimum level to play BFD is level 15. There are quite a lot of nice items in here if you want to boost a character. I don't think there are any good twink items, but I'm not really sure. So there could still be something useful for the level 29 twink bracket. The recommended level to play this instance is 20 to 30. I would highly recommend that at least a few party members are level 24 at least, because hitting Twilight, Kelris and Aquanis will be quite difficult otherwise. They are not hard bosses per se, so you could probably do it with a smaller or lower level party, but at least a few DPS at level 24 and it should be quite a smooth run. The trash mobs are level 18 to 25, and in total there are 8 bosses. However, 2 of the bosses doesn't drop anything special, and they are optional basically. Lorgus Jett is for a Horde quest. He spawns for the Alliance, but he doesn't give anything extra to kill as an Alliance. Baron Aquanis is optional and can only be summoned by the Horde, and gives one of the best quests in this instance. The Blackfathom Deeps is located at the Sorum Strand in Ashenvale over here. You have to jump down into a pit with water and swim under the surface to get into the instance. There are quite a lot of mobs in between the instance entrance that you have to kill, so make sure that you wait for your entire party before journeying forward, because it's quite easy to wipe 2 to 3 times here before you're actually inside the instance. So quests. The Horde has 6 quests in total. They can be picked up at level 23. This quest actually drops inside the instance, so I would recommend that you're at least 22 before going in, otherwise you won't be able to do Allegiance of the Old Gods, which is a nice quest. There are a lot of pre-quests outside the instance, or 2 at least, and there's a Warlock only quest. For Alliance there's also 6 quests in total, 1 Warlock quest, 1 Paladin quest, and 4 regular quests. You need level 20 to pick all of them up, and most of them are either in Darkshore or Darnassus. Let's move on to the first quest, the Essence of Aquanis. This is a pre-quest for another quest, and this can be done outside the instance. You need to loot the Sapphires of Aquanis, which are crystals on the walls in the cave just before the instance. This cave is filled with elites, so this can be quite difficult to do alone. If you're in a group trying to do this, it will take a long time, so I don't really recommend doing this in a group. You can find the quest in the Horde base at the Sorum Strand. It rewards XP, gold, and reputation with Darkspear trolls. And the follow-up quest from that pre-quest is Amongst the Ruins. you find it from the same NPC that you turn the first quest into, and this quest just rewards XP and gold. So those two quests are not very important to finish. They are nice for the XP and gold, but not crucial, for instance. Next quest is Allegiance of the Old Gods. To gain access to this quest, you need to kill Blackfathom Tide Priestess outside the instance. There are some that are non-elite, and they will drop the damp note, which you then have to return to the Horde base in Soran'ruk. So this is something you should probably do before actually starting a group. This rewards XP, gold, and reputation. The next quest is the Allegiance to the Old Gods, which is the follow-up quest to the Damp Note. The Questgiver is ghamoo-ra, which is located in the Horde base on Soran'ruk. This quest is to kill Lorgus Jett, which is an named mob inside the instance. He doesn't drop anything else, but it's nice to pick this up. The ring is great for melee, and the shoulder pads is somewhat useful if you don't have any better for casters. The next quest, and one of the most important quests in this instance for Horde, is Baron Aquanis. And this is a boss that you summon inside the instance, and he drops this strange water globe. You need to be level 23, it said on the wiki, but it requires level 21 here, so I guess 21 would be okay. Anyway, this rewards the Outlaw Saber, which is an excellent sword. This will probably last you into Scarlet Monastery for most melee classes, and the Witch's Finger, which is a great offhand. The next quest is Blackfathom Villainy. This is one of the best quests in Blackfathom Deeps. Along with Baron Aquanis. The Questgiver is Argent Guard Thelrid, and he's found inside the instance in one of the caves close to the first boss. He gives you the quest, and the quest is to kill the second last boss, which is called Kelris. And the reward from this is an amazing wand. This wand is great. If you have the cookie wand, this is the next step basically to for cloth users. The shield is good, but nothing amazing. It's a great quest anyway. Then we have the Warlock quest, which is available to both Horde and Alliance. The Questgiver is Doan Karhan, and he's located here, close to the crossroad here near Camp Tuarajo. This quest requires you to go into Shadowfang Keep as well as Blackfathom Deeps. But the rewards are quite nice. I highly recommend doing this as a Horde. As an Alliance, going into Shadowfang Keep is quite annoying, so you might not actually finish this one as an Alliance Warlock. The next quest is Seeking the Kor Gem, which is an Alliance only quest, and it's Paladin only as well. The Questgiver is Jordan Stillwell. He's just outside of Ironforge. And the quest is to loot the corrupted Kor Gem, which is looted from some Nagas inside. It's quite easy to complete. And this is quite a long chain quest for Paladins, and in the chain you need to go into SFK or Shadowfang Keep, and it can be quite a hassle for an Alliance Paladin to go into Shadowfang Keep. But if you have set your mind into it, it's a quite nice reward in the end. The Virgin's Fist, which is a good two-handed mace. Knowledge in the Deeps. The Questgiver is Gerrig Banegrip in Ironforge in the Forlorn Cavern, and he requires you to pick up the Lorgus manuscript, which is located close to the first boss in one of the caves. He rewards a ring. It's not a great ring, but rings are quite sparse on this level, so you probably don't have anything else in slot anyway. So it's nice XP. The next quest is In Search of Talrid, which is found inside the instance. This is the same NPC that the Horde is looking for to do Blackfathom Villainy. The quest giver is Dawnwatcher Shadeless, and he can be found here in Darnassus. And when you have found Talrid, you get a follow-up quest which rewards this wand or this buckler. The wand is amazing, so this is the main quest for Alliance in Blackfathom Deeps. The main reason why you should go in. The next quest is the Twilight Falls, Alliance only, and the quest giver is Argent Guard Manados. He's located here in Darnassus as well. The quest is to loot Twilight pendants, and they drop from every Burning Blade mob in the instance. So this is easily completable, and the rewards are the Nimbus Boots or Heartwood Girdle. Nothing amazing, but it's a good quest to have. It's a lot of XP. The next quest for the Alliance is researching the corruption. And the quest giver is Gershala Nightwhisper. She's in Darkshore or Aberdeen in Darkshore. You're supposed to lose Corrupted Brainstem. These drop from all elite Nagas, basically. They can drop outside the instance and inside the instance. There should be no problem completing this inside the instance, so you don't really have to grind outside for this. The quest reward is not that great. I guess the beetle clasps are good for male characters, but nothing too fancy. So for the drops, there are in total 8 bosses in Blackfathom Deeps. However, 2 of them is optional and doesn't drop any loot, so to speak. They are Horde quest mobs, basically. Ghamoo-ra is a turtle, the first boss. He can drop quite a nice waist for cloth users, and a male armor that has a lot of armor. It's quite a good tanking armor, actually. Lady Sarevess is found inside one of the caves close to the first boss. And she can drop Naga Battle Gloves, which is quite good for most melee classes, especially Druid, I guess, and Shaman. Darkwater Talwar, which is an okay sword, but you will get better swords than this. And the Naga Heart Piercer. This is, I would say, not a great bow for hunters. Venom Strike is so much better that you can get a Veiling Caverns. And the attack speed is quite fast, so you will run through a lot of arrows if you use this bow. However, if no hunter needs this, this is a solid pickup for tanks or rogues. Then we have Gelihast, which is a Murloc. He can drop the Reef Axe. The Reef Axe is nothing special. And the Algae Fists. These fists are amazing. You can use these fists into Scarlet Monastery, basically. So these are a solid pickup for male characters. Then we have Lorgus Jett. He's an optional named mob in the instance. He doesn't drop anything special, but you need him for a Horde quest, and the Alliance can find him in the instance. He has several spawn points, but he won't drop anything special if you kill him. Then we have Baron Aquanis, which is summoned in the water area near the Burning Blade fanatics. He's an optional boss and Horde only, but he provides one of the major quests in this instance, and this is by this drop, Strange Water Globe, which is great for all classes. Then we have Old Serra'kis, which is some kind of sea monster in the same area as Baron Aquanis. He can drop this back, which is quite nice for priests and casters basically. And these bracers are nothing special. He also has a dagger. However, this dagger is quite fast, so it's not a good dagger to actually play ambush or anything with, but it can be used as an offhand for sure. Then we have Twilight Lord Kelris. He can drop Rod of the Sleepwalker, which is a very solid staff, especially for priests that can really utilize the spirit with their spirit tap ability. Then he drops Gaze Dreamer Pants, which is great pants actually on this level as well. He's the main quest mob in this instance for Blackfathom Villainy, so you need to loot his head. The last boss is Akumai. He can drop quite nice cloth pants, especially for priests, and a moss chinch belt, which I guess it could be good for healing in for shamans and druids and paladins maybe, but overall not amazing, because most of those characters usually play another spec while leveling. The most significant drop in this instance is the Strike of the Hydra, which is a great sword for both paladins and warriors. This is highly sought after for many warriors and paladins. So for my thoughts on the instance, as a Horde player, I would not recommend doing the Essence of Akumai, because this quest is quite tough. This means that you cannot do Amongst the Ruins either, but you don't really need to. The most important quests are Baron Aquanis and Blackfathom Villainy. But make sure that you actually do the allegiance to the old gods, because it's so easy to acquire this quest. As an alliance player, I would do the seeking of the Kor Gem as a paladin. However, the next part in the paladin chain, that's into Shadowfang Keep, I might not do, depending if I find a group or someone to boost me. The other quests are solid, so try to pick them up. I think all of them are shareable even, so it can be quite difficult as a night elf if you haven't been to Ironforge yet to get a hold of Knowledge in Deeps, but it shouldn't pose a problem. You probably find some dwarves, gnomes, or humans to help you out with that. As for the loot, there is, in my opinion, only one drop that is actually worth running this instance several times for, and that is the Strike of the Hydra. Some would say Rod of the Sleepwalker, but if you have done other dungeons, you will have quite a nice staff from the quest rewards already, so this won't be a major upgrade for you. But Strike of the Hydra is great for warriors and for paladins, especially for warriors in the levels between when you get your whirlwind weapon, which if you're lucky and get boosted and so on, you can get it at almost level 30, but if you have to do it yourself, it's probably closer to 40, 38 or something. You will be able to actually do it. Thank you for watching. Links to dbvanillagaming.org can be found in the description for all quests and bosses. Please comment with suggestions on how to improve the video. Thank you for watching.